What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Beast Motorsport YouTube channel. Tonight we're going to be washing my wife's E93 M3. People really seem to enjoy the E92 M3 wash video that I did, so I figured why not wash the wife's E93 M3. I'm kind of cleaning it up because we're going to do a walk around video with it here pretty soon. You know, it's interesting, I actually really enjoy washing these cars. My E92 and then her E93, they're a good size. And the Le Mans blue paint just looks so damn good. And once it's all washed and cleaned up, that's probably why I enjoy washing it, is just to see it afterwards. And yeah, Sarah's going to be doing her first track day in this car on the 26th. So next Tuesday, we're going to be at the Ridge Motorsport Park. She's going to do a track day in this. She's never been on track before. Kevin Steckbauer, my good buddy, who's a instructor with Turn 2, he's going to be her instructor in this car. So she's a little nervous, she's a little worried, but I told her it's going to be an awesome day. So I got to admit, I'm a little jealous that my wife gets to daily drive this thing. It's a sweet car. I love my Tacoma, but this would be fun to daily drive. It just looks super cool with all the foam on it. It's nice and cool out here tonight. Unfortunately, it's pretty much the end of summer here in Seattle, Washington. It's supposed to rain all this weekend. Get her all nice and cleaned up here. Had a really good time at Pacific Raceways the other day, driving that GT3 on track. Sport Driving Motors basically rented that GT3 to me, and that was a pretty awesome experience. You know, I've never driven a Porsche, never driven a GT3, even on the street, and so just being able to take that out to Pacific Raceways, which is a pretty, you know, fast, kind of scary, kind of dangerous track, but that was just such an epic experience. I wish I could do it again. I've just been thinking about it for the last couple days, just reliving driving that thing on track. It was just so much fun. And you know, the Porsche GT3 has a lot of hype around it for sure, but it's definitely justified. That's what I learned. First 5 minutes in that car, I was like, all right, I get it. I understand why people love this thing. It's just so fast and just feels so good. Just feels so small and agile. I mean, it'll just do whatever you want. And obviously it just looks awesome. Sounds amazing. I think he had an exhaust on that GT3. I'm not sure what kind of exhaust it was, but I do remember him saying that it was not stock, so that's probably one reason it sounded so good. I would definitely do that again. It'd be fun to take it out to the Ridge. I bet I could convince him to take it out to the Ridge and let me drive it there. But I love Pacific Raceways. It's such a fun track. It's a really old track. It's very bumpy, but man, is it fun. You know, flying through turn 1 in that GT3 at 150 miles an hour, and the apex is a concrete wall that just kind of sticks out just a little bit, and you're supposed to get the car right up against that concrete wall to hit that apex. It's just nuts. Pretty much every single time you go through there, it's a mental game. But yeah, Pacific Raceways was the very first track that I ever went on. Actually, I did the one-day high performance driving school with Proformance. I forget how many years ago it's been, but after that I was just absolutely hooked. Just so much fun. I got my E92 out on track, and I was just immediately like, all right, this is it. This is what I want to do. This is fun. I love this. I could be here every day. This is my jam. And it's funny, my wife actually bought me that one-day high performance driving event as a gift, and I'm sure now she wishes she didn't do that, because I'm obviously addicted to it. But yeah, my best lap time out at Pacific is a 129 flat, 129 point, 0 something in the E92. So, I mean, I bet I probably ran a 129 in the GT3 when I was out there the other day. I mean, there was a few laps where I was definitely moving at a pretty quick pace. I mean, obviously that car will do, sub 130 without too much challenge, but that's still a pretty fast pace for, any car out there. But what's crazy is that car is, stock. It's got a roll bar and a pair of harnesses, and that's it. And it feels like a race car. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, what a cool business, renting Porsches at Pacific Raceways for track days. I mean, how friggin' fun and cool is that? Can you imagine being able to do that every day and getting to hang out with the customers and helping them all day long as they drive your amazing cars? Like, that's pretty damn cool. It's funny, it kind of made me toy with the idea of getting another E93 M3 with a DCT transmission and gutting it, doing all the stuff that I like to do to that car, and then doing like a little bit of a rental business at the Ridge and renting that for track days. So who knows, maybe some point in the future. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then the DCT transmission allows anybody to drive it, which is pretty nice. And that transmission is, it's pretty bulletproof. There's a few things you can do to make sure that it's solid for constant track duty, but overall it's pretty good. It's funny, people keep asking me when I'm going to buy a GT3 after watching that GT3 video, and it's probably going to be a little while. At some point I got to be a responsible adult. I can't just go out and spend 150K on a GT3. I wish I could, especially with a sequential going into the E92. Man, that thing is going to be so damn good. Very capable. I mean, my E92 would keep up with that GT3 around the track, no problem. That GT3 is an absolute beast. But so is the E92, especially with some of the things I got planned coming up for that car. The GT3 is just amazing because you can literally just keep it stock how it is, put an exhaust on it so it sounds good. You can daily drive it or not. You can take it out on the weekend, and then you can take it to the track, and that thing is just a friggin' weapon. I mean, that's crazy that a car from factory can do that. And it's super comfortable. I mean, the interior is nice. You feel like you're in a luxury car, and then you grab the steering wheel and it doesn't have a single button on it. and then you just go send it around the track and you feel like you're in a race car. It's amazing. And that's just a regular GT3. I mean, imagine an RS. I can't even imagine. And I did a track day in this myself. I took the E93 out to the ridge. I don't know, I think it was like the beginning of summer. I trailered it out there, did a track day because the E92 is of course down and I can't really drive that on track. But it was fun, you know, it was a lot of fun to put the top down. You got the convertible, you got the exhaust. It's not the same, you know, but it was a fun day. It's kind of slow. You feel the weight of the car. It doesn't pick up speed very quick. But it was pretty capable. I put a set of my Nanking CRS on it, and so it did have quite a bit of grip. But you know, I'm out there and everybody in the A fast group is passing me, and so I'm pointing everybody by all day long. But it still was a fun day, you know. Got a nice sunburn because the top was down all day long. I got those nice yellow Brembos. Man, they look good on this car. They used to be on the E92, but I took them off when I did the Alcon big brake kit. So I did the Alcon big brake kit on the E92, and so I put these yellow Brembos on the E93 here. But man, they look good. I remember when they were on the E92, I just loved how it looked with the yellow calipers and the Le Mans blue paint. I mean, oh, so good. Dry this guy off. Make quick work of it with this Ego 580 blower right here. It's just kind of loud, but it's not too bad. And I think I'm gonna ceramic coat this thing. My buddy Frank's a detailer on the island, so I think I'm gonna hire him to, you know, polish this and then do a full ceramic coat. You know, whatever kit Obsessed Garage sells is probably what we'll end up doing. But it doesn't have anything on it right now, so I think it'd be pretty nice to do a ceramic coat, especially because she daily drives it, and you know, it's not a race car, it's not a track car. Maybe it'll become one though after she does her first track day and she just falls in love with it. If you guys are curious about what the best process is for washing your car, I mean, you know, obviously you're watching me do it in this video, but if you want to know the exact step-by-step, you know, perfect process, check out Obsessed Garage on YouTube. The dude is absolutely nuts in a good way. You know, he's obsessed with, you know, cleaning the cars meticulously, and the wash technique that he uses is pretty much how I learned to wash my car and kind of how I got my start with washing these. I don't do the exact process. I've kind of tailored it to, you know, what I think is reasonable. And but yeah, check him out on YouTube if you guys want to know the exact process of washing your car. And then also, you know, you can buy all the products from Obsessed Garage, and you know, the pressure washers, I mean, chemicals, anything that you need. But that's kind of where I learned everything that I'm doing right now. So whatever the water is left over that the blower didn't get off, I'm just going to take a microfiber towel and wipe it off. Yeah, Sarah's gonna finally put all of her aero parts to work here next week when she gets this thing out on track. Now she's not a poser anymore. She's gonna be using all that downforce. stickers that Kyle did for me. I got to be careful when I wash because they're very detailed. You know, there's tons of little tiny parts and pieces to these stickers. So they'll come off if you just kind of drag a towel right over the top of them. So you've got to be careful. Pretty sick stickers though, holy shit. Some of the nicest vinyl stickers I've ever seen. Kyle doesn't do anything half-assed. I've learned that about him. That's why I love him working on my car, is because, man, he takes good care of it. Treats it like it's his own, and even better. I'm sure he does things to my car that he doesn't even tell me about just because he's that anal about certain things. And that's Kyle from Union Speed Lab. He's my homie. Me and him are going to be doing the sequential install on the E92 here coming up probably within the next month or so. Hopefully sooner than later. I'm still waiting for the sequential to come in from Germany, but it's all done. Nice Motorsports sent me some pictures and a video, so they're ready to pack it up, put it on a pallet, and ship it to me. All right, that's it. Now I gotta do the wheels and the jams. So now I'm just wiping all the jams and everything out. I do this every time I wash the car. Just keep it nice and clean. Doesn't take very long, but if you don't do it, you'll notice that it just builds up with a ton of dust and nastiness that you can just quickly take care of each time you wash the car. Easy peasy. Oh, look at this. A nice garage stool my wife stole. So that's it, guys. That's a wash and chat on my wife's E93 M3. Let's call it the pretend race car. So people confuse this for my E92 M3 all the time. Whenever it's parked up at our business, people will be like, "Oh, I just saw your cool race car outside." It's like, no, that's the wife's E93. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you liked that video. Just kind of a simple washing the E93 M3 convertible. You know, it looks sick. I'm gonna take some cool videos of it and put it in here at the end. So thanks for watching. Peace.